Welcome to the Chris Moore AI channel. This is where we simplify the power for AI for entrepreneurs like you. Okay, so today we're exploring an important topic. It's going to be AI agents versus AI automation. These tools can take your business to the next level, especially if you know how to use them. So we're going to be diving in soon. Okay, I also have my notes around me and the things that make sense so I can stay on topic and make things more of an easier process for us as well. So when we're talking about these things, understand that obviously some things may go way over your head. When I say way over your head, there's just some things you may not just understand yet. And for those who do understand it, obviously take in the information that makes sense and continue to pass it along, because this stuff is here and it's important for us to all be able to develop this and continue to grow and make this make sense. We need to make sure we stay on top of this. We also need to make sure we continue to be engaging with things that make sense in this space. Okay, so you have to understand it's never going anywhere. It's actually going to become more aggressive, and there's going to be more situations, every case scenario that will be involving integration with AI agents for sure, AI automation automatically. So let's get into this and let's make this make sense. Especially the whole question is, what are AI agents? What is AI automation? And that's what we're getting into. So what are AI agents? AI agents are essentially autonomous digital assistants. Okay, so they don't just follow instructions, they learn, adapt, and take actions on your behalf. So you've seen AI agents like Siri, Alexa, also like things like customer inquiries, your virtual assistants, your chatbots and stuff like that. Like you have obviously already have experience with this, but that's just a little small level of these things on a very like a human level scale. Now, if we're talking about scaling businesses, scaling the opportunities, scaling every little thing possible, then obviously just like a Streamline, Siri, just like Alexa, just like these chatbots and things that have taken control and is able to talk back to you without the actual person being there to talk to you, that's literally exactly how all of this stuff works. But I'm gonna make it all make sense so it brings it together full scale for you. Okay, so AI agents are particularly powerful because they can engage with users, process large amounts of information, and even improve over time based on their experiences, right? So it's like it's like, think about you every day in life. You're learning more, you're doing things more, and whatever you're doing repetitively, whatever you're doing learning wise, like you're understanding more. And by you understanding more, you're able to not only know that knowledge, like you don't forget it, right? So if there's something that you are professional at, that you're passionate about, like say if it's an instrument, and this is a great, I guess, example. If it's an instrument, like you've learned that instrument, you've put in your 10,000 works with that instrument, 10,000 hours of work with that instrument. And like for you, you pick up that instrument and you play it like nobody's business. Everybody's just in awe, right? And for you, it's a normal thing, but nobody knows how long it took for you to learn these things. Nobody knows anything about your 10,000 hours because they weren't there through the blood, sweat, and tears. Well, in this situation, for AI agents, there is no blood, sweat, and tears. It just handles that business in lightning speed seconds. So you learning something that took 10,000 hours is done in quantum seconds, quantum speed, and it's handled without waiting, without talking back, without trying to get out of work, without bathroom breaks, without paying insurance, without paying for company parties, without anything where it says, hey, I have to take my money out and pay something because literally this is good for business, this is what business is, and this is what we have to do in order to retain our employees. You have to have great benefits. Well, in this case, this doesn't need no benefit. It's the benefit of it's working, processing 24/7 and doing its job. So these tools are autonomously working dynamically in every situation for you, your business, and how anything's being thrown at it. It's the input, it's being given, the output it's giving out. This is something that's not going away. It's here to stay, and it's something that you have to learn about. If you're any business, especially if you're someone who just wants to be in this business where I'm at, you literally have to learn. You have to start now. You have to continue to go. You have to continue to grow. You have to continue to build. You have to know these tools, and you have to understand, what do you want to do better in your business? What do you want to take away or become more efficient with? What makes sense for my business to be successful? What do I need in my everyday life? Before you needed an assistant, you have a home phone call. Bring. Hello, this is Super Dry Outdoor Originals. How can we help you today? Right? That was the conversation. Then you have a call on line 1, you have a call on line 2, you have a call on line 3, and all of these things are coming through. Boom, 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 boom. But yet you still have meetings, you still have engagements, you still have all of these things, but your assistant's still making these appointments. Your assistant's still making sure everything works within your schedule. All of these things are working ahead of time. But check this out. With AI agents, your assistant's replaced like in 2 seconds. Now you're saying in the case scenario that you just need someone there that's talking to you and helping you develop. That's different. But if you're talking about being very efficient, being able to literally know and see in real time what's going on with your AI agent, and see that it's actually doing what it's supposed to do, and seeing that it's nonstop going. So while you're eating, you have leads coming through, you have appointments being set, you have reminders being through, you have things that are showing you high ticket, low ticket, you have any type of thing that's tailored to you that you know your business is doing, that you do on a daily basis, that is very important. The key intricate parts of your business, it's all not only seen through, sought through, and the vision of that is taken to another level, again, in quantum speed, with no breaks, with no overhead, with no time off, on Christmas, on holidays. It's a no-brainer. It's just a no-brainer, okay? I cannot get over the simple fact of how important it is, because it's a very, at this point in time, if you're not doing your research on things, especially AI, you're left behind, and that's sad, because that means your job is most likely being taken right away. Over 44% of jobs have already been taken due to AI, and these are in different businesses, industries, so doing different services. And this is something where you need to literally stay up to date on, because while everything's happening, no one's understanding the power and the true nature of these systems and what's truly happening. Okay, so that's exactly what we're actually trying to navigate through, get through, and I am willing to help you understand. I am willing to continue to work my butt off to build these tools and systems so I can be that person leading in this space. So any new tool that I develop can be implemented not only in my own businesses, but in your business, not only in my life, in your life. And it can be for everyday use. You just don't have to use things for your business. You can use it for your everyday life. You could automate your life every day for not only you, your family, your children, your anything. This is not just based off businesses. This is why AI is so important, because it can tailor itself to anything that's going on. Anything that's going on in your life, it's able to mold and tailor itself. That's why this is not a one business thing. This is not a one sector business thing. This is financial. This is financial. This is fucking electric. This is investing. This is so many different sectors of business, health. This is everything. All of these things are needed in every area of every little business and industry, period. So there's no way out of it. And knowing that there's no way out of it should give you more incentive of understanding that it's not only here to stay, it's going to continue to grow on top of itself. At some point, it's going to be outdoing even what I do. But since I'm already in the space, I get to control it, build it, be on top of it, in front of it, the front end, the back end, throughout. I get to, when it's better than me, just sit back, relax, and let it be, but just touch up on it, the coding, the operations, and continue to build. That is what we want. Autonomous building, 24/7, literally taking your business light years ahead of its time in a matter of a year, months, weeks, hours, seeing results effectively right away, getting the best leads, not just warm leads. These agents go out and find you leads follow up with leads. Someone calls you, it follows up with them, talks to them, tell them, reminds them, hey, you have this appointment going. Whatever is going on, it does, and it is the real deal, guys. And this is what we're going to get back into right quick. Okay, so AI agents versus AI automation. What is the difference? Okay, excuse me, where is my water? It's actually kind of interesting to set up because it's just going to get better and better, and I'm just here to not only inform you but to show you different things. There's going to be different things on the screen as I continue to build this as well, so you're going to be with me every step of the way, so that's cool. Let's do it. All right, so let's get back into it, shall we? So AI agents versus AI automation. Okay, what is the difference? So let's break down the key differences. AI automation handles repetitive tasks by following predefined rules, like automating emails or setting reminders. It's perfect for tasks that follow the same pattern like every time. So in that case, setting reminders, automating everything about your emails, anything that's very repetitive, setting appointments, making appointments, setting those reminders. And when it's setting appointments, it goes even further. Like when I talk about the power of AI, like it's not just setting appointments, it's putting that appointment from setting that appointment, taking that appointment, filtering all the information that was given in real time. I'm talking about if somebody's talking to the agent, right? In real time, getting all of that information, telling them dynamically what they have said, putting that appointment into a Google calendar or whatever calendar you use for your services. It puts it into your own calendar, sets that appointment for you, sets the reminders for you, and sends them the reminder, sets up the Zoom call for you, sends them reminder for the Zoom call, sends them the request for the Zoom call, has them all this information, and you never said one thing, you never did one thing. All that happened was a call that was made to you. The system triggered, that trigger now set off a flow that's automated, and now everything's just working like Willy Wonka's factory. That's what we're talking about. All right, and that's just AI automation, right? I will show some examples soon about that, and we'll go into that stuff. AI agents, on the other hand, okay, so AI agents is way different from AI automation. So let's be clear. So AI agents, on the other hand, are designed for more complex, dynamic situations. Think of them as the next level. They can interact with people, make decisions on the fly, and adapt to different situations and scenarios in real time, at all times. That's what it do, right? Obviously, I've explained that in so many different ways to make this make sense. But again, I cannot say enough that agents, AI agents are you, but it just does things that you cannot ever do at a rate to where you want your buddy with you at all times. Your buddy is your AI agent. Your AI agent is your top sales person. Your AI agent is your top HR person. Your AI agent is your top CEO. Your AI agent is everybody. Your whole entire staff is your AI agent. One AI agent can replace 30 employees in your staff, 300 people in your staff, based off of the automations and the connections and integrations that's going on for your CRM and all of the things that we're building and doing for these things. These systems are things to where even you can keep those people, and it can act as if it's another 400,000 people with these AI agents, right? And we're talking AI agents that are not just one AI agent. I can have 15, 20 different AI agents under one roof, working all different things in one spot. A whole company of agents working simultaneously, designed actively by every scenario. So one's answering calls, handling everything on a call side of the business, one specifically HR. Think about the businesses in the levels and departments in these businesses, right? So think of every agent as a department, and one agent is all of those departments. And within one agent I'm creating, I can create hundreds of sub-agents, right? But again, the sub-agents I'm creating is underneath the one agent. So I have a call agent, and then I have the sub-agents of the call agent. So this agent of the call agent follows up with the call. This agent of a call agent calls the top leads. This agent of the call agent does this, right? So these are pieces from this call agent. Just think of them as threads, okay? Now, this agent as well, these tools that I build, it's working with the tools that I build, right? Tools that's never been built before, right? Because I build these tools from scratch, right? So the tools that I build, so if this is a Spotify getting information tool, I want the best music, only the top 10 songs. That's what I'm building right now, actually. But I want the top 10 songs based off of the last song I played previously, because I also do a lot of DJing and things like that. So naturally, having a tool on me on the go and my little gadget is just what it is. I play a lot of songs, so when, say I'm on the fly doing a lot of things, it's nice based off of the last song I played. If I put in, hey, Lotto Big Mama is gonna give me 10 different recommendations of songs that not only matches the BPM, it's also gonna give me the top trendiest songs on TikTok, Spotify, and all the different databases. And not only that, tell me info underneath that of why it's a banging song. So we'll say it's edgy, it's crazy, it's gonna bang, it's gonna make a lot of sense for this, and you can utilize it this way, right? It's gonna give me the tempo, the BPM, the key, and it's also gonna give me a description, the name, the title, and all of those different things. And that's just one tool. I could put that tool in one of those agents. It triggers it. One of those agents, I can put as many tools that I build in one agent. That's just one agent, not even the sub agents. I can put as many tools as I want with the agent to the sub agents throughout. It's just endless and it's abundant. And you must understand, it's a very real thing. Those who truly are inside of the mix of what's really going on and leading this and understanding how serious it is, their lives are going to change unrealistically. Not only did we come into an AI world and it's just the beginning, like we're in the beginning, like the beginning, and I'm already ahead of it, right? So it's gonna change life forever, as it already has. It already has. And the people that don't understand what's going on is gonna be swept up in this tsunami of hurt. It's crazy. As impressive as I talk about it, it's also very sad, because you understand what's going on here. Like, I understand because I'm in this space every day and I build these things out and I'm learning continuously every second. I understand what's going on. I understand that I'm replacing everybody. I understand that my position in this is very serious, is very real, and I have a major responsibility. But I also understand that this will create millions of different jobs just in a different way. Anybody doing anything at this point is no longer like effective to like the real future. Naturally, it's one of these things where we really must take this information in. We must honestly, continuously learn and build and try to be as effective as we possibly can, because this is not stopping. It's only developing more and more in the task and flows and situations and automations and the speed of learning these things, the continuous opportunity by developing systems and making things work without needing other people's hand in a cookie jar is very essential to your business. Because the worst thing is having a vision and trying to lead this vision, but you're having so many people that maybe lack that vision because they work for you as an employee. So naturally, that can take time for your business to be very profitable and successful, and you need tools to help make things really simple and easier, the path that you want your business to be on, right? Like, it's a very real thing. This is not just something that's going away. This is something that's here to stay. And ladies and gentlemen, wake up. Like, wake up, get into the mix, wake up, learn, develop this, go do your research on AI now. Don't wait. Don't waste your time. Don't think you're wasting my time. I'm already in it and I'm already ahead of it and I'm already doing things. So naturally, I'm sorry to say, like, my future's kind of set with this shit. I'm just being realistic and everything. And we can go into how I even got into it at a different date. I'm just putting out this thing as the first video so we can at least communicate with each other, get an understanding with each other, and continue to like base a lot of things now based off of this new thing that's going on. So you're understanding where I'm coming from, I'm understanding where you're coming from, and we're able to mesh that together for great businesses and to continue to lead our country and to do the best things that we've never imagined. So AI agents. AI agents, on the other hand, are designed for more complex, dynamic situations. Think of them as the next level. They can interact with people, make decisions on the fly, and adapt to different scenarios. Okay, so an example of this, imagine you're running a real estate business. Okay, so an automation will send out reminders and log appointments. Okay, so again, in this real estate business, the automation will send out reminders and log all your appointments, right? But an AI agent takes it to the next level because it takes it deeper and further because it can interact with leads, right? Ask follow-up questions and even qualify those leads for you in real time. That's a salesperson. That's your best salesperson. What's cool about it is usually you have to wait, you know what I mean? Because you got all this stuff waiting for you and doing everything you got to do. Or meaning like your system say if you got a lead that comes through, you got to vet that lead, make sure it's the right lead, make sure the score matches up, the money matches up, the resume matches up, whatever the numbers are and the description is, whatever you're doing with those leads, everything has to match up. So essentially, in this type of space now, you wouldn't even hear nothing about no lead until it matched up to the criteria that was made for you and your business. And that's how that call would be patched through. That's how you even be received an email. You're going to have your low ranking score of people. Then you're going to have your high ranking score. You're going to have your mid. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, it's so messed up because it's like, it's changed. The game has changed. It's leveled. I can continue. There's billions of systems that I can create right now. Billions. And I'm only going to make thousands of them. You know what I mean? Because it's like one of these things where you have to understand that this is pure integration. This is being honest with yourself, what you truly want out of your business, your company, and establishing yourself in this world. Any business without any type of AI involvement or integration is gone. Not here, like Jurassic Park. And I'm telling you this and explaining you this, not off of my own knowledge, based off of the facts, the numbers, the research, the billionaires, I can continue to go. Because everybody's looking for better ways to not only make profit, but just to reduce their costs, right? And this dramatically reduces everyone's costs. Even for businesses, like you gotta think, there's even gonna be some businesses who don't even need me, right? And I'm in this thing building everything. They're not gonna need me because they already have, I think there's businesses that already come out with their own type of solutions for this, like Microsoft that came out with something like Copilot. But the thing is that's Copilot and that's for major big businesses, right? And that's if you are using Microsoft a lot through your businesses. You don't just wanna use Microsoft, you wanna use all types of different databases, especially if you're not even using Microsoft like that. So, you know what I mean? But it's obviously you can integrate it into different things. But again, this is me in real time, the person who is going to be building tools in real time. You know, you're going to always have to learn these different systems and continue to be on top of everything for the rest of your life. And regardless, you still got to work on it. And regardless, you still have to learn. Regardless, you still have to be able to know what you're talking about. You still have to gain the knowledge. You still have to be able to retain the information and act on what's best for you and your business. So you still have to consult, like with individuals like myself. You still have to do a lot of research. You still have to really look at your balance sheet, and you literally have to automate your life. Like you have to automate it. Everything's automated. Everything. And it's based off of the AI automations. And the AI agents are just taking care of everything. You know what I mean? So essentially, like even for my whole business, like I'm talking to you now, but yeah, it's run off of automation and AI agents. So naturally, while I'm talking to you, I have a whole network of employees that's working hard for me out there. Think about that. That's crazy. It's wild. And I'm just right here talking to you. Literally 0 real life employees, 100 employees because of my agents. Big ass corporation because of my agents. Working for me, not tired at all. Literally, it's the internet. You know what I mean? Like it's not tired at all. It's working in great faith for the benefit of the business. And that's just all it knows how to do because it's a robot. Don't ever sleep. Don't ever need to sleep. It's just a system that works and that's taken care of and built every day, managed and assisted. And with it assisting me, it allows me to do a lot of different things like this in real time. And even all the stuff that you're seeing right now will be automated eventually, right? So the more things you learn, the more things you're developing your mindset with, and the more you're understanding, and the more you continue to understand that things have changed, life has changed, it will continue to change. And if you do not move with this change, you're going to be left behind. And so it's very important to not play with this one. Don't play with this, and please do your research. Now, the question is, okay, cool, I understand that. So when should I use AI agents versus AI automation, right? That's another thing that I'm asked too. Is like, when should you use AI agents versus AI automation? And you should be using these things all the time. You should be using it so much that it becomes something that's your second nature. Like you opening your phone, going to an app like Facebook, you should be using these systems all the time. The more you grasp, the more you understand, the more you learn, the more you're able to do, and the more you're able to get out of what you're trying to do. So you knowing exactly what's going on is just 75% of the battle. I would say upwards of 85 to 90% of the battle, because you don't know what's going on is worse, because there's tokens, there's LLMs, there's so many different jargons and words like parsing, JSON. There's so many different things. I can keep going literally about all the things that goes into it, because like even the different things you're using, if you're using JS Node, if you're using JavaScript, if you're using Python, if you're using C++, these are just different codes. You get what I mean? If you know anything about pips and installing these things or navigating these codes and being able to put all of these things together, again, it's like so much that comes from my head about this stuff that I'm used to it and learning it every day myself, like a kid, like a baby, and I'm executing things every day. So I'm in it every day, so my mind retains it, builds off of it, and I just know how to do stuff, you know, that makes sense in life better. And that's what it's truly like all about in this situation. Okay, so you use AI agents for things like customer support, lead nurturing, even like virtual assistants. So like for customer support, I would say like answering inquiries 24/7 with human intervention. Lead nurturing would be like engaging prospects with personalized conversations, and virtual assistants, managing schedules, reminders, and tasks dynamically. AI agents that's just, again, that's three different things with billions of different things that I'm not saying, because it's capable of doing everything, every little thing in the world, like, right? The only thing it's not capable of is obviously being a human, but that's, again, where the robot comes into. What's cool is I'm the brain in the robot. You know what I'm saying? I make these tools, I develop these tools. I know how to start this robot. I know how to build this robot, and I know how to shut this robot down, right? That's what it's about. That's what it's about. And it being more autonomous, I know how to continue to clone them. I know how to continue to build them. I know how to continue to add in more things and make it more complex, especially for, you know, Fortune 500 companies and whatever business from ground up to, you know, whatever they're grossing or doing or want to implement into their business to make their business more successful. So now on the other hand, automation is perfect for tasks that are repetitive, like sending invoices or scheduling basic reminders. Again, you get what I'm saying? So whatever is repetitive, sending invoices is a very repetitive thing. Calling, especially if that's what your business is based off of, is a very repetitive thing. Think of anything that's very repetitive. If you're a mechanic anywhere, if you are a barber, if you're a salon, making these appointments, scheduling these things, getting all these calls coming through, people canceling, all of this stuff is handled without you doing anything except for you living your life again and just making sure you're staying on top of your business and just checking in from time to time about your progress. Okay, so in many cases you'll get the best results by combining both. For example, automate the data collection process and let an AI agent handle the interactions that require a human-like touch. So in reality, I will automate my emails, right? Like I do. Automate my emails. Let's just say for my clients to be that wants to just have a consultation. So they're obviously putting into the form what they need. Hey, they've seen me here. They want to work with me. They love what I do, blah, blah, blah. You know, and they're like, hey, we're excited about this, but we don't have no idea what the F we have. We don't know nothing about what to do, how to make the change, how to integrate everything over. Like, that's where I come in, right? With the real serious stuff and the comfortable way to bring it across so it makes more sense. And that's where you become like a real life consultant, but you're like a therapist for AI, I swear. Because like people really don't know what they don't know. You know what I mean? In AI, there's so many moving parts. There's so many different things. Claude, Anthropic. You have literally ChatGPT. You have so many different things going on, bro, your mind can be all messed up. You know what I mean? Literally, like, you're just going so many different places, don't know where to start. But you got to start somewhere. That's the best place. And then you learn about documentations, API calls, and those type of things, and that messes you up. And headers and authorization codes and things of that nature. These things all play a real part in everything. And so I just want to make sure you know that it's okay. It's okay. It's a lot of information. But as long as you're staying on top of it and you're learning now, you will be doing really well. It's just, you cannot let this information go over your head. You cannot act like it's not a thing. And for people who are still stuck in the old ways, like, I get it, but it's one of these things where, you know what, what I would do is, if you're stuck in your old ways, is not even try to learn information, just do what you do, but then have someone put in place that's also able to take care of the other side of these things too. You can still have your beliefs on what you believe things will be like, but still dab into it, right? Because once you see how things happen, even if you have somebody running it, if you're an older person and you just don't understand it, well, I would say, well, not only just consult, but just have someone who is able to do certain things for you, or be the person you're talking to guide you through the process. So it makes it a lot more easier for integration and understand, because it's not a bad thing. This is all good. It's the best shit ever. I'm telling you, the best thing ever that ever happened to everybody. But at the same time, it's not. And it's only not like that when you think about everybody's job. It's not just you, it's everybody's job. It's in the medical field. Like, people thought they weren't going to be touched. Like, it's in the medical field. Like, it's in every field that's losing their job. For the type of agents that I'm making, right? For the type of agents that I'm making, it replaces your force in the time it's given to you, like right away. So especially after you have been working with it for a while, it's now understand it itself, it's learned the things that it wants to do better and that it needs to do better. You're still adding on products to your business. You're still adding on different things that make sense for your business. You're still taking away things that maybe not no more. Maybe it's an old outdated system. Maybe you need to update it. Maybe you're working with different systems in this type of way. You get what I'm saying? So it's like all of these different things that's going on. You need to be able to have complete access and autonomy happening while all of these things are being given to you. And you have to sift and work through those processes, so then you come out with the outcome of what you want. And what you want is success. What you want is to be profitable. What you want is to reduce costs, reduce your overhead so your business can be profitable. That's what you want. And what's important is to make sure that everything is getting done around the clock. While you're still learning a lot of things, everything still has to get done. The calls has to be made. The business has to still be ran. The offices that you've built, the offices that you're making, maybe you're opening different stores, maybe you're opening different, whatever you got going on in your life, it needs to be automated. Your system has to be easier for you. It has to be. And it needs to get better and better and better and better. You're talking a difference of you making $1 million to making like 100 million, right? You're talking becoming a billionaire. You're talking changing your life from 5,000 to 100,000 a month, right? And that's over time. That can be tomorrow, that can be today. Who knows what your contacts and your connection is? But as long as it's working out for you and your business and the opportunities that you want to be successful in, that's the whole point, and that's what we want, and that's exactly what AI agents do. That's exactly why you want AI automation and AI agents to work hand in hand. Okay, my tools that I create are AI automation, right? And those tools are automated, right? But they're also, I just said, my tools that I create, I use with my AI agents. So I'm automatically using tools every day that's automated with my AI agents that's automated. So all of this stuff works together hand in hand like that. And you're sitting back and you're making sure everything's just taken care of. You're making sure everything's managed. You're making sure everything is going well, and you're just letting it just do its thing, and it's smooth. I know that was like kind of like a long conversation, and I will piece this up so it makes sense. But I guess like in conclusion, it's just one of these things where, in summary, I want you to really grasp and understand that AI automation is perfect for streamlining repetitive tasks, while AI agents excel at handling dynamic situations where real-time decision making is required. Okay, so now if you are understanding this and you can kind of see the power of what I'm getting at and why it's so important to continue to develop all of these things, and don't be scared, don't be nervous. I think it's one of these things where now, since it's happening regardless of the situation, how can you get in front of it? What can you learn so you can have at least a base of knowledge to go off of about this? What is the trajectory of my business today, in 10 years, 20 years, etc.? Where do I want my business to be in the mix of all of this AI conversation? What do I need to do in order to have this integrated into my business right away? What opportunities come from having AI implemented into my business right away? What is all the fuss about AI in general? Learn that right away. Elon Musk is not just building robots. That's AI, right? Like AI, what I do, Elon Musk does. When it comes down to building these systems, these are all things that are light years ahead of our time that we have right now, and you have the opportunity right now before it's closed off from the public. And I don't know how long that public will have access to these tools. I don't know. I just know that it's important for me to lead in this space. I think it's very important for me to not only not lead, but also continue to do things like this, because you're a part of this big process, right? The process of learning and understanding. And I'm going to be that person to where you are able to come to and just look at the videos and the process and build. If you are a person who is an entrepreneur who wants to dab into this, you're going to be able to use this channel for that as well, by going through the different systems and playlists that I will have based off of people who want to be in this business. If you are an entrepreneur who actually have a business and you don't know what you're doing and you are literally just trying to get information about what's going on, this is a channel that you should follow, because it's going to be abundantly in your favor, right? So you're not just dealing with someone who's talking, you're dealing with someone who's in these conversations, doing these tools, have the business and working on it every day. And it's not easy, but it gets easier, because the tools you make and the agents you make get better and better and better. And then from there, you're just up and away doing great things. So if you want to unlock the power of AI for your business, I invite you to explore what Dragonfly AI Partners can do for you. Whether you need help setting up automation or deploying AI agents, like obviously we got you covered. Through all of these things that we're doing and the growth of life and the abilities that we are actually in, you understand that, like, man, this is just a new wave, you know what I mean? And starting in cybersecurity and to be over here on this side of things now is kind of crazy, because I get to not only just help businesses, I also get to just help so many different people. And this is the way I can give back. I understand that I'm taking a lot of people's jobs, but I'm not taking the job. AI is just better for the job, you know what I mean, than you. That's just what it is. And that's better for the business. So what's better for the business needs to do. So maybe you start your own business and you start to, have your AI agents for your business and see how amazing your business do. You know what I mean? Whether that's in Shopify, it doesn't matter what you're doing. Doesn't matter what you're doing, fucking lemonade stand. It doesn't matter. What matters is you get into it and you becoming more knowledgeable about what's going on and learning the context and terms and the realities of these things, because that's when it should be scary, but it should also be so motivational for you. You should be so excited about what's to come because you're prepared. And being prepared is just part of the preparation, right? So it's not just that, you have to execute. And execution is very important, because you can learn everything, but if you're not putting that into action, then it's obviously useless. So being on top of all of this and making sure that you're developing not only your knowledge yourself and your business and your skill set, if you're someone who's wanting to be a part of this in a different way and leading in this space, the time is now, and please jump on it now. The time is right now, ladies and gentlemen. Don't let another day go by. Don't let another moment go by without asking the direct questions, real life questions. Definitely hit me up, consult with me. There's things being set up right now. The website is definitely about to be up live. It just got finished and all of those type of things. So after the remodeling, I'm excited to roll that whole thing out for you, so you have a way to get in touch with me right away as well professionally. But just understand something. Where you at today is not where you will be tomorrow, especially if you work at it today. Okay, we're only good off of what we know, and AI automation and AI agents are so crucial, because until you meet one, until you have one, until you use one, ladies and gentlemen, you will never understand that you don't know anything. You don't know anything compared to the LLMs, to the agents that are out there that's being sent, deployed in real time right in front of your face, and being literally practiced and worked in, and slowly people are just being cut off, fired, let go, slowly but surely, because they're learning the systems and integrating the systems into their business. So then when it shows enough responsibility, when it shows it's doing really well, when it shows itself, now they're able to trust in this system. So now they're able to kind of see where their bottom line is, their low ranking person, the person that they don't really need right now because it's just not needed, it's not necessary. That department's it's not there, it's not necessary, it's not even something anybody's looking forward to. So it's like one of those things where you have to get with the program. It's not just in businesses, this is in schooling, it's everywhere possible, yo. And so sticking with each other and being on top of this is really what this is about. And again, like, I am so thankful that, you know, you have been able to be a part of this. Literally subscribe to the channel, hit the notification button, so you definitely get an opportunity to know like what the next videos are that I'm posting. Out of doing AI, man, I've made my own financial literacy course. I make courses for my child. I have my own financial family calculator that I built. Tracks all the money that comes in, everything that goes out. It tracks more than that. It even tracks just my reoccurring bills. It tracks all of that stuff. It gives me anything I want. I'm able to put certain systems and curve off certain things and estimates and all these different things. I'm able to put in things for budget stuff. I'm able to take out stuff. I'm able to implement so many different things by keywords and scenarios and stuff like that as well. So I'm telling you, like, it's so amazing. It's so amazing. You have to be asking those questions, man. And you have to be getting deeper into it at least. And if you don't want to do it, talk to somebody like me. You know what I mean? I'm not an expert yet, but I'm on the way, and we're doing expert level stuff. So believe in yourself, believe in your goals, and continue to find ways and things that will continue to add and appreciate those things that are very important for yourself and your goals. Thank you for coming on Chris Moore AI channel for simplifying the power for entrepreneurs. This is what it's about, and this is what we're here to do. And I'm thankful that we get to be together on this road, and you know, you get to see my successes, and I will talk about everything and be transparent, especially with things that I'm able to be transparent with. Obviously, due to some contracts and things like that, you know, not everything's able to be shown or known, but, you know, we're going to be really transparent as much as we can as things continue to build. And if you are an entrepreneur in the space and you want to be working in this space, literally definitely be following this channel and follow other channels like Liam Otley. It's a great person to, you know, get the much information as possible from as well. He's doing some crazy numbers as well with all his businesses, and he is someone who's coined the term of AI automation agency, and that's how this whole thing and, you know, stuff is really coming about these days. So it's just, you know, you want to get into it right now while you had an opportunity before there will be closed access points, because right now, like you hear, it's just a free for all. Everybody's just like game in, game on. So there's a lot of information that is out there, but it's also so much that you're not receiving. So it can kind of feel like if you are trying to get into this space that you're doing, it can kind of feel like you're going all over the place. But get into the communities, get into the schools, get into, when I say schools, they're called schools, the communities, get into the, you know, the conversations and just ask the questions and do your research. And from there, you'll kind of get wind of certain things and you'll find something that maybe interests you. And the more you learn about something, it's going to take actions anyway. So if you're working with like Relevance AI, ChatGPTs, Make.com, Zapier, Blandy, Vapey, VoiceFlow, if you're working with any of these things, like, you know, there's so much a big of learning curve. But once you start seeing terminology and things over and over again from these spaces, you start to kind of get a feel for it, you start to kind of learn it, and then you're able to really go from there and kind of understand like the different systems and ways you have to move around and engage with certain things. It's just learning your tools and using them and becoming someone who knows that you're just developing this. But on the other side, for big businesses and companies, man, they don't care. They don't care if you know how to code or if these are all no code tools that you're using, right? They just want to make sure that this is working. They want to make sure that the deliverable is not only working, it's more than working, it's having them have a great time in their business, right? And that's what I love to do. I'm happy that I get to have people have a great time in their business. And like, I'm happy that I get to be a part of all the success possible. And in return, the success for me is unimaginable, right? So, and we're talking things to where, like, you know, companies are paying out $400,000 just for a simple system because it's so important. You can't, it's just what it is, man. Money is talking. There's so much money out there. And regardless of the money, it's the little businesses that matter too. Small businesses matter. Small businesses are going to need this. So if you're able to do and find something that's for small businesses, do it. You know, everything I do is for small businesses, medium businesses, large businesses, Fortune 500 businesses, companies. It's everything, right? So I'm talking to CEOs, CFOs, COOs, CMOs, CTOs. I mean, anybody that's COOs, I already said that, but like CFOs, like anybody that's making any type of decision making in this space are the people that I'm talking to, and those are the people that you need to be talking to. You can even make an agent to scrape LinkedIn's and do all of those things so you can get the appropriate information and leads that you need for your business. If you are someone who's trying to get into this space and be really on point and making sure that you get the necessary clients that you want in real time. So everything we're saying we can do for businesses and companies is exactly what you should be doing for yourself, right? So build out these tools so then you're able to use and integrate them on your own website and your own things and use them every day, so you're able to like not make them, not just use them, but make them better and continue to develop them based off of, you know, what you got going on or what you know it lacks or just new things, man. AI is changing every day. So you can build something today that could be worthless tomorrow. That's the cool thing about AI, but it's not worthless to you if you know how to continue to build and you continue to learn and continue to do what you're supposed to do. If you do those things, everything else will work out. But if, you know what I'm saying, you're waiting and you're not putting two together and you're kind of wasting time, then obviously, you know, other people are going to win over that, because there's nothing better than understanding something really simple. All you have to do is learn this shit once. Learn it once. I'm talking, when I say learn it, breathe it, learn it, accept it, understand it, talk it. It's your language. Learn it once. And then from there, you get to put a robot in front of you and replaces everything that you do forever. Like, it's amazing. Think about it. You learn it once. In reality, what you're doing from companies and businesses. So we're finding their point. We're knowing what's going on exactly with the business and company, where whatever the tool that needs to be built, whatever system they need, we will know based off of what they are saying. Even if it's something that you have to create that's new, you will know based off of what you have and what you need and what they are saying. Same thing. But when you finally are having that conversation, you know what I mean, you're able to really dive deeper into the things that truly make sense. And the more things make sense, you see what doesn't make sense. And by you building one tool, because I'm sure it will be an ongoing relationship if they're especially excited and happy and said that it's working out for them, for sure. But you're gonna be continuing to lead and making newer tools and with the newer models that come out. Like, man, when I was messing with GBT, what it was like GBT3, GBT2, GBT3 maybe. Now there's 3.5. Now there's 4 out only, right? 4.0, 4 mini for more complex, or you know. So it's like one of these things for where like these LLMs ain't playing, man. This stuff. These language models, everything that's going on, everything is happening for a reason, and it's like one of those things where you have no choice. Regardless, you're gonna hear something about it. You know what I mean? You have no choice. It's like, so get out your phones, you know, get off of social media and understand, like, a lot of people ain't even running their social media no more. I have a whole social media content creator. I have my whole agents for my own social content. For my own social media, I have my own agents and business running, and it does it all. It's its own marketing system. So if you are a person who is an influencer even, and you need systems and tools built to have your own, all the information that you're doing all the time, all the content you're making, coming out with its own content for you, and it's just putting it out based off of your videos and stuff that it's listening to that you've said, it's putting out its own content for you. These agents are just doing it for you 24/7. So all you're doing is just making whatever you're doing, saying one thing, and it puts out a whole year's worth of content for you every day, as many times you want as a day. Post on your Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, you know what I mean? Wherever you have any type of thing, wherever you have any type of platform, wherever space you're into, boxing, whatever, racing, whatever it is, soccer, hockey, football, if you have an NIL deal, whatever you are doing, Whatever you are doing, it's important to be in this space. All right. It's important to be in this space. You need to know what's going on in AI, artificial intelligence. And if you are someone who wants to be a part of it, reach out. All right. If you're someone who wants to understand it, reach out. If you're someone who understands that it's very serious, reach out. And if you're not reaching out, learn. Get acquainted with this channel. I will be here, and I want you to be here too. And I want you to be with me every step of the way. And I want you to help me grow this community. So that's what we're gonna do. Until next time, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and push that notification button so you're always kept up with the latest information. All right, see you soon.